Hi, welcome back to my channel. Oh my gosh, why is this so bright? Uh, my, not the volume. I think I this down a bit. Okay, I think I'm gonna have to like tilt a little this way. Oh, anyways, hello. I think I'm going to work on some crocheting while I do this, but I want to look at a video. Mm, Okay, but I can't even see if anyone is on right now. But yeah, hi. I wanted to come on here and just chat for a little bit and talk about like content creation, being a content creator, and all of that fun stuff. Why did here get like in this? Like, I don't understand. This is annoying me. But yeah, so I like to identify as being like a content creator and not an influencer because I just feel like those are like very different things in a sense. They're like there can be mutually they can be someone can be both an influencer and a content creator, but someone can be a content creator without being an influencer. And the reason why I say that it's like a content creator is just like the name says, someone who creates content of any sorts. I feel like someone who's an influencer is usually they are content creators, yes, but they're usually trying to convince you to do something, right? Therefore, influencer. But a content creator can just make content for like educational purposes where they're not necessarily influencing you to do something in a sense. And then and then sometimes they can be making content for just um entertainment purposes, like to get people to laugh, for comedic purposes, right? They're not trying to influence you into doing something. Hi Rachel, how's it going? So that's why I would say content creation, someone who creates content solely, and someone who's an influencer can be the same, and it can also be very different. I more identify as a content creator. I don't consider myself an influencer. Would I like to be an influencer? Maybe one day, but at the same time, I've always say this about myself. I don't like the idea of like trying to sell things to people. Like, when you're trying to promote a certain product, when you're trying to promote like a brand, that's when you're an influencer. You have to be an influencer, you need to have influence. That means you have a large audience. People listen to what you're saying. People will like see you use something and want to use it. That is an influencer. That is someone who has influence. You have a way of drawing people in. Everyone like you're not the first person to say that. Like other people have seen all my bags. Like, oh my gosh, can you show me all of your bags? I did do a bag tour on like one of my lives, like a while back, like for sure. But I do have a few. I do have a few handbags. I will say that. I'm not crazy into bags because none of these, except for the sake of like two handbags I own, maybe three, are like a name brand handbag. One is a Michael Kors, and then two are Coach. And one I more recently got for Christmas. It's a cute little Coach, like I think it's a Coach Nolita 19. So it's like a mini bag. I love it. It's super cute. I've been using it like so much. Um, but yeah, that's how I feel about that. But honestly, I think these days we're seeing a lot of people saying they want to be content creators, they want to be influencers. And that's kind of where I think it's interesting. I feel like to say I want to be an influencer is like, I don't know. I feel like an influencer, it's not something that you can, I don't know how to put into words. Like, right, you have to naturally have like that. You have to naturally be able to influence people in order to be an influencer. People have to like look up to you and want to be like you in a sense to be an influencer. And if that's not a natural thing already, I feel like it's very hard for you to pursue becoming an influencer. You can be a content creator where you put out content and people like it and watch it and engage with it, but an influencer is like you like those people have charisma. You always hear about like they're very charismatic. Like those are people who can be influencers because people already are naturally drawn to you. They're naturally inspired by you. Like I've heard people tell me like I'm inspiring to them, and it's like not even me doing something consciously to inspire these people. And that's why I feel like when it comes to people who are influencers is just by them existing half the time and just going about their regular day-to-day lives, that they're influencing, they're inspiring people. And it's not and I'm not saying sometimes it is intentional. They are doing things to try to influence us, but a lot of the times they are not. It just happens naturally. People see them and people want to be like them. People aspire to be like them. So, yeah, like you see this with celebrities. A lot of times, celebrities just exist, and because we put them on this pedestal now, because they're celebrities, because they have all this money, all this fame, they do things. We think, oh, if she has this and she's a celebrity, I should have it too, or I want it to, just because we see like Beyonce having it, or somebody else, like, she's just the first person I thought of, or like Kylie Jenner, as someone who's not really a celebrity for like a talent or a skill, really. No shade, no tea, but like just because she's rich and famous. Like, because really, what is her talent? I'll wait. But yeah, that's like my take on it. Like, I like creating content for fun. I just like to talk on the internet for fun. I like to share about my life, what I'm doing, and that's like me being a content creator. Like I create content. I create content around things that I want to talk about, sharing my life, like vlogging, like things that I'm doing around. Nowadays, I make a lot of content around nursing school. More so on TikTok than on here. I've mentioned it before. I've shared a bit more of my nursing school stuff more recently, and I recently just made a video recapping my first semester, talking about how my first semester of nursing school is going, what my grades look like, my experience, and just how I'm liking my program overall. But yeah, like that's content creation versus being an influencer. And I think a lot of people really need to understand which one it is that they're trying to do and aspiring to do. And another thing with that is I've come to the realization when it comes to making content, you want to make content that actually has value to your audience. And I realized this, and I'm realizing it more and more lately. Like, I realized this, I think, a lot last year. Like, things like me posting a vlog when I'm not known and I don't have a lot of followings, how many people are going to actually watch that if it's just me showing my day-to-day life? If I'm nobody, you don't know me, I don't think I'm just gonna sit down and watch a random person vlog. And I don't even like watching vlog, but I feel like it's less likely that someone will like click on my channel, see a vlog, and want to watch it when I have like no following. I'm not well known. Like it's very unlikely. So for you to say, I want to be make it big as an influencer and that's what you're doing, like that's not something, unless your vlogs are so amazing, that's really going to catch the eye of regular people just watching you. You have to do something that's adding value back to those who are watching your content. So like me, I share a lot about my nursing school journey. I'll share like tips and tricks of how I'm passing my classes. Other people are other nursing students or people who are going to nursing school, about to start nursing school, want to see that, right? Because it's me making the content, right, and getting a following, getting people watching, but also the content I'm providing is adding value to my viewers lives, is giving them tips and tricks to help them do better in nursing school. it's not just you watching me, and because what's that doing for you? Unless you love me and I'm such an amazing, great person, that's doing nothing for the people watching me. And I think that's one of the key things that really shifted like how I pursue making having a following on social media. And it's also seen in the type of content. When I make content, which content does well, it's things that people can see and it's somehow adding value. Like one of the videos posted recently that did really well on YouTube was a video of me showing my nursing school haul. Why? Because a lot of people are going to nursing school every single year, like multiple points throughout the year. People are starting nursing school, and when you're starting nursing school, you want to know what are the supplies I should be getting for nursing school? What are the supplies other people are getting? I remember that was me when I before I started. Like, and that's why I also made the video, because I was like, I know when I was starting nursing school, I was watching so many people's videos about what do I need to get, what is the best thing, where should I go, like what are the best pens, what type of supplies I need. I was even trying to find like what are the textbooks I will probably need and how much money I'm going to spend, right? So you have to really think who's your audience, what it is that they want to see, what type of content. As a nursing student, what type of content would I want to see? As a woman, what type of content what kind of content do I like to watch? Because if I know my audience, right, and I know what are the struggles, what are the things that my audience actually want to see, it's then going to help me figure out what type of content I should be making. If my audience are, I'm gonna go with girls, like teenage girls. Okay, what type of things are teenage girls into? They want to know is the most trendy thing when it comes to clothing, makeup, things, right? Places to go with their friends, like things to do, like things like that. Like that's what I'll be making. If my audience is like college students, let's be real, how to make some money, because we all know college students be like we be struggling out here when it comes to money. Um like how to do well in your classes, how to write a resume, like how to land a internship or jobs, after college. Like things of that nature is what they're probably interested in. So like figuring out who's your audience. I'm not even going to say figure out your niche, because you can still have like multiple things that you're doing, but if you kind of know your target audience, that's going to just help you figure out what type of content you want to make. And I'm going to be crocheting, and I need to look at the video because yeah, but I just thought that was like super interesting to note, for real, for real. But hold a second, I'm gonna look at this video just so I can see what am I doing. So I'm just like, any colored yarn and a size 5mm hook. Okay.
To begin with, we're gonna take our ring and we're gonna make a knot. So just do a nice double knot.
I had to do it around an actual scrunchie. That's ghetto. But with that being said, since y'all are the audience for me, what type of content do you guys like to watch? Like, please let me know. Like, drop it in the chat, drop it in the comments. I want to know what type of content you guys prefer watching or would like to see. Like, come on, guys. What type of content do you like to watch? Like, you're obviously watching me right now, so, but I want to know. I'm curious. Um, like, like I know for me these days, like I personally try to, like, it's weird because I feel like I am on social media, like consuming content as well. Like, a lot of stuff I've been like watching lately is when it comes to finance, because I feel like as I'm getting closer to my 30s, I'm going to be 28 this month. I'm definitely really trying to work on my finances a lot. So content around like becoming debt free, like investing, like just like getting my financial situation together. I like watching those. I also like to watch a lot of content around nursing school because I'm currently in nursing school too. So it's just like, when you're in that situation, you want to watch other people. Like, what are you guys doing? How's nursing school treating you? Like, I love seeing people graduating and what they're now doing as a nurse. Like, that also interests me. Like, I've also been very, like, watching a lot of hair content when it comes to locks because I've been locked for a little over a year now. It's been a year and 2 months since I've started my locks. And I'm always looking for style ideas when it comes to my hair because they're still like, they're not super short, but because my locks are kind of layered, like, so my shortest is like the very front part of my hair, like the top and front part, like comes to like here, but then you see the back. This is like past my, this is my collarbone. So it's like, this is touching my collarbone, but this is also because my hair are in twists, so it is a bit shorter than if they weren't in twists. But yeah, so I like to watch a lot of content around like what type of different hairstyles to do with locks lately because I now have locks and I'm always trying to figure out how to style and do my hair. I've even been recently looking up a style, like a birthday lock hairstyle or like very feminine lock hairstyle. Currently I have been too stir into it, so I literally just got done tonight, but I'm going to take these out probably tomorrow, latest Wednesday, so they're curly because that's the look I wanted. I wanted curls, but this is the way I'm just going about getting the curls, just getting the twist, and then I'm going to untwist them in the next 24 to 48 hours. So yeah, I also do sometimes watch like fashion content, not too much, but sometimes I do like to see like how people are like styling clothing, like interests me because I don't know, it's just like, I could always work on dressing better, styling my clothes better. That's always something, and it's just like fun to see how people come up with their outfit ideas because I know myself, I'm very basic, I would say. I don't think I'm very adventurous with my styles. I just like my pieces to match, like colors to like look coordinated and just look to be put together. Like it doesn't have to be like super dramatic. I'm not like a streetwear type of person. No, I'm not very like edgy like with my style. I would say I'm very like calm, cute, chill when it comes to my style. Like right now I'm wearing like a sweater top, some yoga pants, chilling in the house though, so not like I'm going anywhere. But yeah, things like that. I like those are the type of things I'm watching currently when I'm on like the internet. I do like listening to like what's it called, like video essays where they're talking like a certain like take they have when I watch stuff on YouTube. I feel like I don't watch people just do things on YouTube. I don't watch vlogs like that. I genuinely can't sit through an entire vlog of anyone. Like I just can't. It's just not interesting to me. And maybe that's a good thing because it makes me less likely to idolize and these certain people who we see on the internet. And because I never want to idolize a human being. As I believe in God, and God, the Bible tells us that we should have no idols. We should not put anyone above God, and that's what y'all be doing. I'm just gonna say it, like y'all be idolizing these human beings. It's the way y'all do it to Beyonce, talking about Queen Bee. She's not a queen. She's not a queen. Sorry, she's not. And the way like some of you guys treat and view these celebrities as if like they're God, and they're not. They're very much a human being, and they're very much can do so many things. Like you don't know what they do in real life, to be quite honest. All you know is what they portray and show us on TV, in their music, in their videos, when they do interviews. You don't know them for real, babes. So I need y'all to stop doing that. But yeah, like that's also one of the reasons, like I said, I don't really sit down and watch like people's vlogs, people's um people's channel like that. Like I really don't. Like I'll watch here and there, but like I don't sit down and watch and follow them weekly, week after week. It's just not for me. It's not my vibe. And that's also why I keep saying lately, like I'm not gonna be making vlogs anymore. If I make a vlog, it's a short form, like showing you like a day in my life, like a quick little thing. And it's usually going to be like geared around like nursing school lately, or like some sort of big thing I'm doing. It's never going to be just like I'm showing you my life just to show you my life. There's probably like a specific thing I'm doing that day while I'm probably showing you. I also do study vlogs, but that's me studying and showing you guys how I study, what I like to do when I'm studying. So those are the type of vlogs you see from me, and those are gonna be like few and far in between. It'll be like in the form of a short. It will not be in the form of a full long out video. And the second thing is, I think I want to move away from really showing that much of my personal life anyways on the internet, because people are weird. Yeah, I'm just gonna leave it at that. People are weird. But in terms of creation, like I want to get better in terms of content creation, and just be the type of content I want to post, because I know a lot of times, like I know in my head the content I want to post, and it's just sometimes the execution. Like I need to work on my execution of creating the content, like getting the shots. And another thing with that is I was starting to get really good at coming out my shell in with recording in public, and I don't know why went back into my shell a bit, but I need to come out of my shell again in terms of recording in public spaces, or getting the content when I'm out. Sometimes I get really caught up in the moment and forget to just get the pictures, get the clips, or I don't want to be seen like a bother when I'm with other people. And again, that's very much like a me thing. It's a me thing. Like I need to get out of my head and just do it, because we need to get the content, babe. Like you need to get the pictures, you need to get the videos, you need to get the clips, right? So next semester for nursing school, I want to be really better with getting the content I need to get, getting the clips I need to get, and just being on top of it in terms of posting as well. Because one thing is, I know for a fact I'm not gonna be doing daily vlogs, because once again, it's so like it's just so stupid in a sense, like doing a vlog every day. Because one, what's really changing? My day to day is probably gonna be the same. My schedule for this spring semester is going to be like clinicals. I have clinicals, then I have classes. So it's like clinicals Monday, classes Tuesday, clinicals Wednesday, classes Thursday, Friday I'm off, and then the weekends I'm working. That's literally my week right there. If I'm doing a vlog every day, it's gonna get repetitive in a sense. Maybe I can do a week, like highlighted moments throughout the week, like big major moments I take clips of throughout the week. Maybe that. Maybe one or two weekly vlogs in a month, because I don't know if I can do every week. I do want to post content around, like, how I'm studying for my classes, how I view my classes, just like how I'm managing my stress with nursing school. Like those are the type of things I want to do. Like keeping you guys updated with my progress throughout the semester. I didn't do a good job this semester. I think I did like a check-in at the beginning of the semester over on TikTok, and then I did like some vlogging throughout, and then I did like my wrap up, my semester recap, which I kind of did like that, like maybe like a 1 month checkpoint, mid-semester checkpoint, and then like at the very end, because the semester is really not even that long. It's like 3 months, so It's like really maybe the beginning, middle, and end. I'll just do a temperature check, like how am I feeling. I'm still waiting for them to open all my classes, but in terms of like really creating content, like I feel like I've been doing better. I've been a bit more consistent with TikTok for sure. Like I said, with me personally, is just getting it done. Like it just needs to get done. Like I have the ideas. I do. I have the ideas all in my head. Um it's just like setting aside the time and executing my ideas when it comes to it a lot of the times. With YouTube, I'm not gonna lie, again, YouTube is probably gonna be on the back burner till I am done with school. Like done, 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 like August done. Like I'll still post here and there on here, but I don't think I can go full throttle with YouTube because YouTube, I want to really focus more on my long form content versus my short form. I'm not going to be able to really tap in with YouTube unless they do away with TikTok for real this month. Because if that happens, then I'll come back fully more on YouTube, probably with the shorts more. And then after the semester ends, with long form. But between my spring and summer semesters, I'll probably only have 2 weeks. That's nothing. That is nothing, guys. But yeah, that's my little rant when it comes to content creation and just where I'm at with content creation. Like even doing the lives, like I have been pretty good. I said I really want to focus on doing like a live a day, and not even like a live every day because some days I work like crazy, like 16 hours, 15 hours this past Saturday, so I didn't do one because I was at work. Like the majority of my waking hours I was at work. Literally woke up, went to work, came home, went to sleep to get up for work the next morning. So yeah, so I want to do a video most days, like maybe skipping 1 or 2 days in the week, so maybe like five lives for the week. But that's also because like I want to be consistent with this. Like I want to make sure my YouTube channel is staying active and you guys are seeing my face. Yeah. Oh, actually, I said I was gonna do the crocheting, but I think I'm gonna do this afterwards. What I am probably gonna do, I'm gonna turn the camera for a second because I'm gonna go grab something and I'm gonna be right back. Okay, this is what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna oil my scalp because I actually do need to do that. So I bought the line for this. This is the Royal Oils Head and Shoulder. So this is if you have like, I have really extremely dry scalp. It's actually condition. I don't know how to pronounce the name, but it's just if you have like really dry scalp, dry skin. And for me, it's really mostly my scalp. So I have the shampoo and the conditioner and this is a scalp cream. So this just to help moisturize my scalp and make sure it doesn't get really dry and flaky. So I'm just going to apply this. I did use the shampoo and conditioner earlier when I was washing my hair. Is this open? Yeah, it's open. But yeah, so like I'm just going to do this. And like I said, like when it comes to content creation, I think one of the biggest thing is being very confident with it. Like I think once I stop like really overthinking it and thinking what other people will think of me and getting rid of that like um being kind of like not ashamed, but like kind of like not taking pride with what I'm doing is when I really felt like I started doing better and I just started showing up as my real and authentic self online. Because one, you kind of can't be someone who's trying to be a people pleaser when it comes to doing content. You can't, because then you're gonna constantly think like, oh wait, maybe I'm not good enough. But you just have to go for it sometimes. People are gonna like there are gonna be people who hate on you, who don't like it, and that is okay. That's valid. Not everyone is probably going to like your content. But at the end of the day, you have to take pride in what you're posting as well. Like, if you don't think it's the best, why would you post it? Right? And remembering that, like, you have to try. It's like a trial and error thing. Like, until you do it, you're not gonna know what's working and what's not working. So a lot of times I will post something, and sometimes I'm like, okay, like I posted like shorts on YouTube, and within like the first like 5 hours, it's gotten like no views. And then like by the next day, like overnight, like I'll wake up, it has hundreds of views. Like sometimes it does take a while, and sometimes it just never does well. It doesn't take off, but sometimes it does take off. Like a day later, it's taking off. It's doing crazy numbers. Like I actually had a short recently that was like that, and I was like, oh, that's crazy. Because the first time I was like, and sometimes I want to feel like, okay, it's not doing well, delete it. But I've learned to like actually just let it sit, because you don't know. Sometimes it really does take off and start doing really well. So that's also another thing I will say. Don't be too hasty to judge and like delete things. Like I have like a good, I would say I've gotten really better at not deleting my content right away. I've even had videos that like months later, I promise you, is when it's doing really well. Like I have this one video that is over 1,000 of views now, but like it trends every month. I get more and more views. I get new people watching that video, and that video is like 3 or 4 years old at this point. Like some content, people are gonna keep watching, even though it's old. They're gonna keep watching it because it's still relevant to them. So don't ever think your content can't blow up at any point in time. It really can. And knowing that if you're really in this, it's not going to be an overnight thing. Sometimes it takes years. Sometimes it takes months. Some people it's less time than others, but you have to be patient. You have to be willing to put in the work and the time and the energy into this thing. You cannot think you're going to be an overnight success with this. Like when it comes to content creation, like I don't think anyone is truly an overnight success. Even if you make it big in a short time, it still took you some time to gain that following, to gain traction. No one starts out today and by like tomorrow they're making it big, guys. That's like that's almost impossible. Like you had to be really really lucky for that to happen. I should have asked my mom to do this for me, because I always feel like I don't get every spot in my head. But yeah, it is what it is. In 2025, I'm about to say 2024, but we're in a new year. 2025 is the year that I'm going to make it big, guys. I'm claiming that for myself. I really am. I'm claiming that for myself. Because when I tell you, I've been doing so well on TikTok, and to some people, it's going to be like, oh, those are little numbers. But like, I've genuinely have seen like such a growth even from like the last month, because I've only been a bit more consistent with it since the last month, since I've been out of school. Not even a month, like the last like 2-3 weeks. And I would say I've definitely gained like over 100 followers on TikTok, and have had like thousands of likes. I've even had like people saving and reposting, and I'm like, for me, like this, someone like reposting and like saving my content sometimes is way better than you just liking it, because that means you're coming back to it, you're sending it to people, or you're sharing it to your followers. So that's exposing it to even more people to see and view my content. Because you know how worthy you have to be for someone to share your content. Like, come on now. I don't just be sharing anybody's thing. Like, I have to find it very helpful, very funny, or amusing. in order to share it. So yeah, I think I'm gonna end this here. So thank you guys for watching. I appreciate it. As always, thank you guys for the support. If you haven't already subscribed, please make sure you subscribe to my channel, you like this video, and you watch my other videos I have already posted on my channel. And I will see you guys in my next one. Bye guys.